1-2, this is Swiss Beats right now. I want you to stop what you're doing because y'all already know y'all listening to Lashawna doing it major on Reprezent Radio 107.3 FM. Y'all already know it's showtime.
Reprezent Radio 107.3 FM, that's online and DAB. The time is now 35 minutes past 11 and I'm joined in the studio by an ultra special guest.
Oof.
His name is Jamal Woon.
Indeed it is.
How are you today, Jamal?
I'm very well, and yourself?
I'm alright. I'm just glad it's not raining anymore.
Yo, listen, I stepped out my house with I had lemsip in one hand, yeah, and my laptop in the other, and it started raining just as I was about to enter the car, and I was like,
Not today.
Please, not today.
Are you unwell?
Yeah, I am.
You got a little cold?
Yeah.
Lemsip is not the one.
Whoa.
I hate when lemsip, not nice.
So what's your remedy then?
Honey and lemon and rum.
Oh, she said the rum, you know.
And I take, I'm not talking like rum in the honey and lemon. I'm taking shots of rum.
Oh snap!
that's how it works for me.
She's trying to get licked and healthy. I hear you.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear you.
All right, so tradition, 2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie. Right. So I'm married. I'm half Jamaican, half Chinese, and I can cook.
Okay, wait, you're married? Well, that's obviously the lie, I'm going to say. Unless
Why is that a lie?
you went and eloped somewhere.
And just didn't put it on public.
Oh my God, are you married?
You tell me.
Don't make me second guess myself now. I usually win this.
This is two truths and a lie.
Okay. What was the last one?
So I said,
you're married, you're
I can
Jamaican,
cook,
Chinese.
and I'm half Jamaican, half Chinese. And I don't mean like little cook. I mean like culinary.
Tear it down, yeah?
Yeah, tear it down.
I'm going to go with you're married.
As what?
As the lie.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're 100% on that one.
Unless you're going to be like, I'm married to my music.
Imagine if I'm backpowering. No, you're right. Like, bow. Married? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not married. That is definitely not in the band for like a good 5, 6, 7 years.
Wait, how old are you? 19?
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
That's good age. Good age.
If I find someone from like now,
Yeah.
and we build, and then like 5, 6, 7 years from now,
Yeah.
we elope.
Alright.
Yeah.
Swear down.
Plans.
Like that.
Get me.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Let me do mine.
Go on.
So I have 6 names. I was actually named after a cartoon, and my favourite colour is grey. So what's the lie?
Oh snap! See, he's been going for like little things, and she's there like bow.
You ain't gonna win this.
Yeah.
Not today,
What?
B.
6 names.
6 names.
I can believe 6 names. I don't know why, but like I can imagine because you got like Lashawna Rose, but like I actually know your surname.
Yeah.
There's a couple,
So there's a couple in
I
between,
can
maybe.
imagine there's a couple in between. So
Yeah.
you could definitely say that's the truth.
Alright.
You're wearing grey, so I'm gonna say your favorite colour is grey. So what's the other one? You was named after a cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know no cartoon that's named Lashawna, so we're gonna go with the other 2, and I've definitely got it wrong, innit?
Yep.
Damn.
Alright, the lie is that my favourite colour is grey. That is not the truth.
Alright, so hold on, people listening, right? She's wearing all grey, right? So you can imagine from my perspective, I'm like, yeah, grey. She likes grey.
It's not my favourite colour at all.
Damn.
My favourite colour is black, and I am named after a cartoon.
What cartoon's named
There's a
Lashawna?
film called Bebe's Kids,
Oh,
and the kid's name's LaShawn. My dad said add the R. LaShawna, straight, bam.
Alright, so that was like a complete L that I just got
Terrible.
witnessed on live radio. Damn.
Terrible. Anyway, Jamal, who are you?
I am a musician from South London. Zup. I don't know why I done that. I don't know why I done that. Yeah, no, I am a musician from South London, in between the tender area of Collier's Wood and Mitcham.
Hey, it's lit.
It's lit.
It's lit.
Yeah, Mitcham, yeah.
Yeah.
M-Town.
Hey, M-Tone.
Hey.
Who's your musical inspirations? Who do you listen to?
Like religiously.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So there's Music Soul Child.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Shaka.
Love.
Ooh, big tune.
My tune.
Big tune. You know that tune was never actually called Love. It was actually initially called Lord. And then the label said to them he had to change it because it was too gospel.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was about Jesus?
It was about Jesus.
Wow.
obviously, you know
I would have
these
never
labels,
guessed it.
Yeah, man. History. But yeah, so Music Soul Child. Soul Child, Shaka. Love Shaka religiously. He's sick. Female singers Lauryn Hill. Ooh. I think some Roy Ayers in there. Trying to think who else. rappers, because there's a hint of rap within my music as well. So there's a few inspirations there, like Eminem would definitely be in there just for the multis.
Yeah.
From our own home, we've got Dot Rotten, P Money, Wiley. Like those are like a few inspirations. It's weird, like my palette's so wide because like
you sing, you rap, like you kind of do all of it.
And then for like production, I'd say Timberland, just straight.
100%.
Timbo and Rodney Jenkins.
I like that palette.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So I want to talk a little bit about your track Stubborn, because we're going to play that next. But before we get into it, I've got a few scenarios for you, yeah?
Alright, go through.
Alright, so Stubborn, you wrote, is when you miss someone and you wish they would give you another chance.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to flip it on you now, yeah?
Okay.
So would you give someone, in the ideal world, would you give your ex-girlfriend another chance if she robbed your favourite chain?
Well, she can get out of here, man. Why are you robbing my chain?
What if she was flirting with your best friend?
I can't even say that on radio, but yeah. Bye. She gone.
Okay, she poured bleach on your favourite hoodie.
What type of pettiness would that be? Like, no, you can go away. Do you know what it is? I'm quite a simple person. If like you cause problems in my life, you can go, because I'm too lazy to stress. So you can just go. Like, you have to leave.
The big one I have for you is if she cut all your hair off while you're sleeping.
Oh, I wouldn't even deal with that. My mum would. Do you know what it is? Yeah. Even though this is my hair, it's like my mum's like.
It's not your hair technically.
It's my mum's. So it's like, for example, someone done my hair a while back, right, and didn't condition it, and then braided it and mashed it. And
they can't be doing them things there.
My mum went absolutely berserk. Like,
she wasn't having it.
It was different levels of berserk. You would have thought someone hurt me. It was that bad. So yeah,
I don't blame your mum.
Cut my hair. I wouldn't even get mad. My mum would, and it would just be problems. Like, I don't know.
What if they cut up all your favourite trainers?
I'm not even a big trainer person. You know?
So you might.
I would still kick her to the curb, but I'd just be like, why'd you do that? That was just stupid, because I don't really wear trainers. I don't really
What
care.
about if she was entertaining other guys?
Oh, then yeah, you can go. Like, again, it's like, I don't know, like, it depends, like, if you talk, because I've got female friends, and then she can have male friends, but it's the term...
Entertaining.
Yeah, like, if you're proper entertaining, like, oh, yeah, hey, and stuff like that, then no, you can go. Like, just leave.
Okay, last one is, all right, you're married, or maybe not you're married, but you're older.
Yeah.
She lied and said the baby wasn't yours, even though the baby was yours, but she was just trying to mess with your head.
Oh my God. Oh my God, what? No.
What were we saying?
I don't know, like, I feel like, how old's the baby now?
It's a newborn.
It's a newborn?
Yeah.
But she just, then... Yeah,
DNA test come back and it's yours.
Then... I'm gonna raise that child, but I'm gonna definitely we ain't creating no more babies. Like,
but you've got a baby together, so you might not give her one more chance.
No, we can be platonic.
You're stubborn for real.
Real stuff. We can.
That's
be
really bad. That's really bad.
But
anyway,
no, we'll be about for the child, but we can be platonic. Yeah.
I don't know if I can agree with you.
Wow.
Anyways, Jamal. So, what is this track about from
my perspective? Right. So I was with someone for like 3-4 years from time, like literally teenagehood into young adult.
Yeah.
And then it was constantly on and off and whatever, and it just got to a point where like we usually get back together after a while, and it got to like a checkpoint where we was like, we're not getting back together. What's going on here? Like, this is new. And then I wrote the song. It was just one of those ones. It was just how I was feeling at the time. We wrote the song and then flung it out for Valentine's, and then that was it really. It just kind of took off in its own direction, and then I got over her.
And then I got over her. Well, do you want to introduce your track?
Right, so I'm Jamal Woon, and this is my song Stubborn.
Yo, this is JIDK, and you're listening to Lashawna on Reprezent.
They say time doesn't wait for no man. That's true. I look up on your Insta, your Twitter.
Reprezent Radio 107.3 FM. That last one was Jamal Woon with Stubborn.
True.
Jamal Woon's in the building.
Indeed I am.
So, Jamal,
yes.
I need to talk to you
Oof.
about Keep Your Distance.
Boy.
3 weeks now since that video's been out.
Oh, it's been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes, you.
How are you feeling about the response?
Alright, so honestly, when we done, so it must have been like the last 2 weeks of December. Like me and my manager was like, yeah, we should just drop something for New Year's. So I was like, alright, cool. We had 7 days to get the video done, and in that process, I was kind of like, what's the response gonna be? Because I haven't like properly promoted it. I haven't done like blogs. I haven't told anybody that I was gonna, just do it. It was just really like just a off the wall thing.
Yeah.
So in my head, like between me and my manager, like he was like, oh yeah, cool, probably like 2,000 views, if that. Because if you saw my SoundCloud and the views it was doing, not SoundCloud, YouTube, the views it was doing, it made sense to
be at that kind of
set our hopes for like 2,000 views. We dropped it, and it, like within the first 6 hours, it was like 1,000 views. Me and him was just literally at my nan's house
like,
on New Year's Day. Like, it was like, bro, all right, that's new. And then I went back to my house. It was just over 2,000 views. Then like Lily Allen tweeted it, and then after that we must have hit like 4,000 views. And then like one day we refreshed the page and it was like gone straight to 6,000, and I was like, jeez. Okay, this is
getting somewhere.
This is getting somewhere. Like, this is cool. And then more people started tweeting it. Just people that I wouldn't have even really expected to tweet it.
It's such a sick video.
Thank you.
And you know, it's the simplicity of it. So
that was something
it's really nice.
That was really like the minus obviously the time constraint, but that was really something we thought, you know what, like, because a lot of people go through it.
Yeah.
And that was something I really wanted to put across with the whole video. Like,
speaking of go through it, you have to elaborate what we're talking about now. So what is Keep Your Distance about?
So Keep Your Distance is a battle with depression, really. Mental health as a whole, but at that specific time it was more about depression. Like, that was like the lowest I've been. I was like, I can't even, without going too deep into it, but like, before I wrote that song, I was like, yep, this is it. Like, this is really, I'm not really trying to operate no more. And to get to that point, and just to see the way it had a knock-on effect around all my people, it was then like trying to getting out of it was a weird one. And then, talking about it, I didn't really know how to really articulate it in words, just in standard conversation. And then what had happened was my partner in music, Sean Brown, he come round to mine, and then he was noodling on the guitar, and I was like, yo, loop that.
Yeah.
And then that's how Keep Your Distance was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after you wrote that song, your depression, did you feel like you kind of got a release out of it?
I definitely felt a bit more relieved writing about it, because I think with depression as a whole, it's like it's a weird cycle that you go through, because you feel low, and then you find it hard to articulate, which then gets you even more upset, and then you try and explain it again, and there's always that situation where you're trying to explain it, don't really know how to, people then don't understand you, and then that gets you frustrated, and then you're like, do you know what, you don't really know what to do from there, plus you're still dealing with everything in your head, and then you're like, that's what kind of drives people into that really dark place where you just become an introvert and you don't even talk to nobody, and when you're not talking to nobody as well, that's the worst thing.
100%.
But it's like, in the moment, you don't really think,
you don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to anyone going through something like this right now?
Honestly, it would be to find someone that you really, really trust and just talk to them. Because I know that whole thing of like, when you don't trust somebody,
you don't really want to open up.
But then again, do you know what I say? Even saying that, just a thought that popped into my head. Sometimes some people are like, I guess it's really subjective, because there's some people who just genuinely don't mind talking to people who they don't know, because it's a lot easier to offload. They feel that they're not being judged, and so I think find what release helps you. Maybe finding someone that you genuinely trust and talking about it, or someone you don't necessarily know and talking about it, but definitely talk nevertheless. That would be my advice.
The advice. All right, Jamal. So what's coming up for you? What's next?
Right, so this year is about just content. I'm gonna keep releasing stuff because over the last couple of years I've been a bit rocky with consistency, and that's just been like financial issues, the team wasn't right, or just little things. So now I'm at this point where it's like, right, I've got a lovely team around me. There's a bit more fun. I've got a job, so now I've got funds coming in, so it's like I can really dedicate time and invest stuff into music. So this year is about consistency. We have an EP landing summer, just early summer, and just videos, man. I'm just gonna be just flooding the net with videos and music.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. All right, Jamal, what's the ultimate goal? Final question for you.
Ultimate goal, to get to a point where I can do arenas, bruv. Like I want to, like,
yes.
I love performing and I love like just expressing myself amongst people and seeing the way people reciprocate the energy. Like I can't wait to be doing arenas. Like, bro, like I'm even. Yo, imagine doing an arena. It'd be nuts. Like, yeah,
that's the dream.
Wait. And I think like just fitting that into the dream, just making sure everyone around me is comfortable, man. Like,
I hear that.
My whole team and family into a comfortable position.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming down on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Would you like to introduce your track?
This is my track, Keep It Distance. I'm Jamal Woon. Yeah.
Represent.
You see today, I don't feel like smiling or trying to put a smile on her face. I feel ashamed, struggling to get better whilst I'm losing at my own race. I'm not okay, battling myself out.